So we're getting started. So if you're not done with your warm-up, I won't turn it off yet. Most people were doing pretty good, actually. So I'm not going to go over it.
$5,000 for 10
Hey,
days.
my IT, you got a good start.
For 10 days?
Alright, so this is our last lesson for this chapter.
This is crossed out.
This is our last lesson for this chapter. So we're going to review tomorrow, group review Friday, test next Monday. And then after the test, everything will be just makeup work time. So lots of makeup work time. Okay, but I do need you to focus for this last lesson, so headphones out.
Oh, go, I haven't done that. Can I go get it? Can I go grab a drink?
I got it.
We're getting started.
Close your mouth.
Alright, we're getting started. So hush, turn around, focus.
He's still talking about
Okay.
it.
Yes.
So, for our last lesson, we're going to be multiplying fractions together. And these fractions are going to have polynomials in them. Yes, that's what I said.
Eiffel Tower.
What do you mean, brother?
Okay. So, what we're going to do is we are going to multiply 6 over a squared times negative 2 over a to the third. Hey, hush, Kinsey. Okay. So like when we multiply all fractions, we're going to multiply the numerators and denominators together, and then we're going to see if we can cancel anything out. And I think for right now, I'm going to take out the excluded values part that you guys did yesterday.
Are you serious? Cereal?
So I'm not going to worry about the excluded values for right now. So if we're going to multiply these, I need to multiply my numerators together, which is the top part. So when I multiply these first ones together, I'm going to go 6 times negative 2, which is pretty easy. It is just negative 18. And then I need to multiply my denominators together, which I have an a squared times an a to the third. What's that going to be, Majai?
A
Uh-huh.
to the
Yeah. What do you think? Which one? Set your numbers. Which one? No, fifth.
yeah.
Yeah. So remember, when you have same bases, we got a and a, and I have a squared and a to the third, you add the exponents together.
Multiply the denominator.
That's true. And when multiplying, that's what you get.
Multiplying you add.
You add the exponents. So you multiply. We had a whole chapter on this.
Addition.
And then from there, we're going to simplify if possible. But can I cross out anything if I have a negative 18, then an a to the fifth?
No.
This is my final answer. But we are going to have to cancel stuff out later.
It's a little bit too easy.
As you go through this, though, sometimes you can cancel out beforehand, which we're going to see in a minute.
You boys stop touching each other.
That would be sometimes too.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah. Totally made that. That's exactly what you said.
That's what I said.
That's my bad. Negative 12, not negative 18. My bad.
Thanks for speaking for me, Bethel.
Messed up on the last lesson. Alright, so we're going to keep going and we're going to practice.
You know, it's really hard when you guys any shoes.
Okay. So we're going to keep going. We are going to multiply x minus 7 over x times x minus 5 over x plus 3. So what we're going to do is we're just going to multiply these together, and I'm going to make it easy. We're not going to do the excluded values part.
So just cross that out too.
Yep, you can cross that out for now. Unless you guys keep messing around, then I'll bring it back in.
It's just not two boys touch each other, Loki.
I'm not doing it.
You're not helping me.
No one's doing anything.
Yeah.
Okay, and when I multiply these, I'm going to multiply my numerators together, which are our top part. Now, normally, what are you going to have to do when you have two parentheses?
You have to
What's that called when you multiply them together?
To make it equal 0. And the middle.
That's factoring. That's why I split it apart. Starts with an F. Foil. Normally, you would have to foil, but I'll be nice, and you don't have to foil these together.
only beats me.
So, normally you would have to FOIL these. I'm not going to make you do that this time around. So, in order to multiply these, we're basically just going to put them together. And we're going to do the same thing with our denominator. So we're going to have x plus 3 like this. Normally you would have to distribute, but I won't make you do all that today. And then we need to go through and look, can we cancel anything out? No, so we're done. That's it. That's all we gotta do. It's gonna get a little more complicated when we have to cancel things out. We're out of
Oh, you should get this one.
Alright, for your first in-class problems, I want you to do A and B. Pretty easy to start with. They'll get a little more complicated,
excluded values.
but they're actually going to be a lot like what you guys did last
Wait, would the bottom be
week.
wide or the forward?
He wants to do both.
No, it's white is third.
You both?
These ones are pretty easy to start with.
That's mean. Oh, can you hear that?
I did. Mostly I'm ignoring it because it's annoying and I don't want to feed the trolls.
Way wise, probably.
Yeah.
Annoying wise.
You probably live in a brain.
though.
No, that's a different reference.
See?
Okay,
Yeah, so I thought.
$5,000.
Amen.
You still on that?
Okay, if I go, can you
Close.
I know it.
That's a white one,
I
right?
just want to go straight.
Yeah, Goki, now we best friends. You can pay for me, right?
Okay, if we go to Gracie Noe, can we swim?
Only my best friends have my gamer tag.
Who did that?
Let me get that gamer tag.
You know what? I have a plan.
Alright, let's go over this first one.
Hey, Jack, he doesn't
Alright,
want to
hey,
play.
focus. It's our last lesson. We still gotta go through it like a regular lesson. Okay,
To get in.
so let's start with, I don't know, Jace, we'll start with you. So when I multiply my numerators, what do I get?
15.
You're so hard at time.
Ruben, when I multiply my denominators, what do I get?
Y4.
Y4 is
That's
down.
it. Is there anything I can cancel out from these?
No.
No, so we're just gonna leave it like this. That part's easy.
No.
Alright, how about on this next one, Irene? What do I gotta do?
So the top would be
47.
X,
Yeah.
and parentheses, and
Okay,
It's on
Can I do that?
sure.
And then bottom, parentheses, X minus 2,
Don't stop now.
parentheses, X minus 3.
Yep, and that's it. Because there's nothing we can cancel out, right?
What if I want to do the bottom?
That's it.
Does it matter what kind of order it's in?
No. As long as this is on top, the order doesn't matter. As long as this is on bottom, the order doesn't matter.
I did it.
Alright, so these are the easy ones. They're going to be a little tougher now. So we're going to find the product of x plus 5 over 7x minus 21 times 14x over x squared plus 3x minus 10. So this one is going to be a little different. Because on these last ones, I'm going to look at these last ones. Can I take anything out of like an x minus 7 or a 5 or a 3? No. But these ones I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split up each piece, each 4 pieces as much as I can. And then we're going to multiply it and then we're going to simplify it. So let's start with, I have an x plus 5. Delia, can I take anything out of an x and a 5? Nope. So I'm going to leave that as x plus 5. Okay, can I take something out of a 7x and a 21?
Yeah.
What can I take out?
7.
Yep. So if I have a 7x minus 21, I'm going to take a 7 out of it,
Oh, it's right there.
factor it out, kind of like we did in our warm-up. Put the 7 out front. So I factored out a 7, and I have an x minus 3 left over. Okay, we're going to keep going. Let's look at, I have a 14x. I can't really do anything with that, right? So I'm going to leave this 14x. And then on this bottom right part, I have x squared plus 3x minus 10. Because I've got that x squared, I've got a plus and a minus. I want to know what times what equals negative 10 and adds up to 3. So that's what times what is negative 10? Give me 2 numbers.
No, you
5 and say 2 and 5. What numbers did you say? Sorry. 5 negative 2. There you go. Yep, 5 and negative 2. 5 times negative 2 is negative 10. 5 plus negative 2 is 3. So I have my x plus 5 and an x minus 2. Alright, then we're going to go through and multiply. And I'll give you guys a little bit of a shortcut. Oh, actually, hang on, before I do that, I forgot to put my parentheses around this piece right here. And that. Okay, so I'll give you guys a little bit of a shortcut. When I multiplied before, I just kind of put them together, right? So basically, aren't I just kind of connecting these right here and making one big fraction?
That's all we gotta do.
Almost.
Yeah, we're done.
So basically, when I multiply, I'm basically just connecting these parts in the middle. I'm connecting these two middle parts to make one big fraction. And when I do that, I can actually go through and cancel stuff out. So what's going to cancel out on the top and the bottom? Seriously.
Nothing.
X plus 5 is going to cancel out. Let's see, x plus 5 cancels out. I have a 14x on top still.
Wait, why is it?
Then I have a 7, and then an x minus 3, and an x minus 2. And I've got one more thing.
Distribute it.
No.
Oh.
I mean, I guess you could, but it's not helpful right now. So. I have a 14 on top, and I have a 7 on the bottom. Those are regular numbers, right?
Yeah.
What's 14 over 7?
2.
2. So really, the 14 turns into a 2, and the 7 goes away. So I have a 2x on top, x minus 3, x minus 2 on bottom. This is my final answer now. I multiplied and I simplified after that.
Wowzers.
So most of what we're doing today is just practicing this. That's all we're doing.
Oh,
Which
so no homework?
basically we've done. We have no homework, like, normal. The lesson really isn't getting more complicated. It'll be different, a little different, but not more complicated. Alright, so let's look at this next one. I have a 3x squared over x plus 2, and then x squared plus 3x plus 2 over x. So I need to go through and I need to factor out what I can before I multiply. So if I have a 3x squared, let's split that up. Because if I have a 3x squared, I have a 3, and how many x's is that, Luis?
3.
What? Yeah, we got 2 of them. So 3 and x, right? Ashlyn, can I take anything out of an x and a 2 down here?
27 X's.
No. So I'm going to go x plus 2, like that. Kinsey, how am I going to have to split up this top right piece right here? What am I going to have to do to split that up?
Oh, wait a second.
Better yet.
What? We can do something. I have an x squared, and then I got kind of 3 things in total.
Oh, wait, you can have 3x to the third.
What?
And middle factor.
How am I going to split up this piece right here?
I don't know.
In middle factor. What times what equals 2? And adds up the number in the middle, which is 3. Remember, if there's 3 things and you have an x squared, that's what this is.
Take
So what times what is 2 adds up to 3. What you got,
I'm
Elzay?
all learning.
What times what's 2 adds up to 3.
Ew.
Elzay. What? 2 and 1, right? 2 and 1. 2 times 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3. So really, I've got an x plus 2. I've got an x plus 1 on top of there. And I have just a single x down here. Nothing I can do on that one. Alright, Ruben, what did I say? What was the shortcut to do to multiply these?
Let me look back.
Just draw a line.
I'm not asking you. Don't ask me how old.
Did you say
Remember
cancel?
what we did?
Oh.
You remember, Ruben?
Build a wall.
We are going to connect these 2 fraction bars and make like one big one. One big fraction. And after we do this, we go through and cancel out. Jace, what's going to cancel out?
Build a bridge.
X plus 2.
Okay, what else?
Thanks.
What else?
Yeah, Jace.
Okay.
Shout out him, Irene.
So, x plus 2 canceled out, and because I had a single x, those canceled out. Alright, so I got a 3x, right? And then I've got an x plus 1,
Let's distribute it.
and it was a fraction, right? So I need to fill it in with a 1.
0.
Yeah.
that all?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm gonna distribute it for fun.
You can, I guess. Wouldn't be wrong.
How would you do that?
Can't we just say 3x?
All you gotta do
3x
is
times
3x
x.
times
Do we
x.
really have to put the 1?
No,
So the
when
3x
it's on the
squared
bottom. So really, this is the same thing as.
3x?
So this is really the same thing as 3x plus 1 like this.
So we could just say that, we'll be right?
Yeah. But the only thing is, if there's a fraction and the empty spot is on top, that needs a 1 for sure.
Oh, wait.
So like if
Oh,
it
you're
was the other
talking
way
about
around,
if you distribute
like
it?
if it was a 3x like this and then an x plus 1,
Mm-hmm.
you would have to fill the top in.
Oh.
But if this is already on the top like right here, you don't really need one.
Okay.
So only if it's on the top.
Yeah. Only if it's on the top, you don't need one. Alright, so we got one more type of problem, but it's really not any different. So we're going to find the product of 7x minus 21 over x squared plus 2x minus 15 times x squared minus 10x plus 21. So before, everything has been two fractions. So what we need is a second fraction, and we're going to do it by putting a 1 in the denominator. So actually, these are honestly easier than the other ones, I think, because we're just going to go over 1 like this, and then it's going to be just like everything else we've been doing.
That was the last one.
So Midjai, how am I going to look at this top left part right there? What can I do to it? What can I do to it? Come on, man.
You can put, oh, you can cancel out that 21 and 15 right there.
What am I going to split out?
You go to AC factor at the bottom.
No.
No, what?
It's this top part right here.
Oh, the top part?
Stupid.
Oh, yeah, put parentheses on it.
Yeah. What am I taking out?
And you take out 7.
So we're going to take out a 7. What do I have left over?
Fleet.
We get an x and 1 minus 3.
Yes.
Okay. Ivory, how am I going to split up this, how am I going to factor this bottom piece on the left side? There. The x squared plus 2x minus 15. Yep. I don't know what times what equals negative 15 and adds up to positive 2. So Delia, give me two things I'll multiply to 15. Okay. 5 times negative 3. 5 plus negative 3 is 2.
Oh,
Delia,
what's
got
that
it?
wrong?
Yep. Yeah, we got an x plus 5 and then an x minus 3. Alright, let's keep going. Moses, how am I going to take care of this top right one right there?
And middle.
Yep. So what times what equals 21? What plus what equals negative 10? Alright, Gabe, what do you think? What times what's 21? Yep, negative 7 times negative 3. So because they multiply to be positive but add to be negative, they both got to be negative. Very nice, very nice. You guys are getting a lot better at this.
Oh, yeah.
So I had x minus 7, x minus 3.
Oh, Goki.
Alright, and then nothing I can do to the 1, right? So I'm just going to write it down. Alright, Lily, what was that shortcut we said?
Just make it.
Just connect it right here, right? And then we can go through and cancel out
Build up range.
whatever is the same on the top and bottom. So Beto, what's going to cancel out? Beto. Hey, use a sleeves. This kid.
Everybody start clapping. Oh, my God.
Hey, Beto.
Beto, I'm back here with another video.
Alright, please help me out. What's going to cancel out?
Shut up, my vlog.
You can eat out.
Can you cancel?
Eat out.
Yep, x minus 3.
That was already in.
Anything else?
There's
This
one
was
more.
already done.
What?
There's one more X.
But isn't this one on the bottom already canceled out?
That's a plus.
So this x minus 3 canceled out this x minus 3. There's no more x minus 3's to cancel out on the top now. I would need a second one in order to do that.
When you cancel the bottom, it has to be on the top.
Yes, you have to have a pair on the top and bottom. So this one on the bottom canceled out this one on the top, and it's gone now. Well, 7 over 1 is what? 7. I thought it was so easy we didn't need to do it, but I guess.
Yeah, we gotta do it.
Alright, so we canceled stuff out. I have a 7, and then I have an x minus 3. I have an x minus 7. Let's see, for my denominator, I get an x plus 5, Does that 1 really matter?
No.
Yes. Of course. Every number matters.
No, it doesn't.
Not that 1 right now.
Just like every life matters. Every number.
No,
Yes.
you can't equate the two.
So no, not one.
No,
The wrong base life.
Alright.
Oh, wait. They have to be.
That's it. Nothing else we can get left.
I've got plans. You are good.
Alright, your guys' turn. Your last in-class problem of the year.
Good.
I want you to find the
Say
product.
year.
The year. Yep. Because it's
I'm
the last
writing one
in-class
down.
problem of the last lesson.
This is our last lesson of the year, Goki.
How many times did I say that before? I said it like 4
Loki, what in the
times.
world are we gonna do after this lesson?
Goki, what are we gonna
Review
do?
and then test and then make up work.
It is gonna pass the test.
But you said the review is gonna be tomorrow.
We're just gonna
So
fail
this
the
is the
test.
last notes paper that we'll ever take this year.
If this is the last lesson, why would you do more notes?
Yeah.
I swear.
God, me too, am I right?
Maybe because he's too stiff.
I swear.
I'm drinking life water right now. I'm talking about life, not smart.
Alright, so work on this problem. Did you take a little bit of time, so I'll give you a couple minutes.
Good one.
Hey,
you
so
doing
when
this
you buy
or what?
stuff like that, would the 1 go on top of the bottom?
So today's our last exit ticket.
What?
If you can't multiply,
What if we shout out our mucus?
or you don't need to divide.
Can you go?
Take
Ready
my
my
slide.
slide.
Says shout out my mucus.
Can you go? Ready my slide.
Was it really?
Jesus, keep Jesus, keep That's totally it.
Why, dude?
I was singing a song, Loki. I said, Bill's on the boot. Jesus, keep That's totally in beat.
We need to get our
Jesus, cute.
Oh.
Bill's on the boot.
I'm confused.
Yeah,
I don't know which one we do. Talk about.
Yeah, we'll eat So on that, like 2x plus 5, right?
Okay, I'm just gonna wait for you to
Can't
do
do
this
anything
so I
about
can
it.
copy and say that I did it. And you have to-
Jason, we're just giving you all the shoes in. Yeah.
Yeah, forget Ira. Should
Can
give
you
you
take
taking
anything
it.
out of
Must
the
be
2x plus
nice.
5?
Like those big ones that college people have.
Okay, what can you take out of a 4x and a 12?
Hey, Kenny, what did you say?
Dude, those Kobe 88 and X minus those green ones.
But because you took the 4
You
out,
better wear those.
For basketball.
it's gonna be okay.
No dirt.
No, we're not
You go back and the lights.
Forgot about that.
And we'll factor that one.
My dad wanted me to wear my
Okay.
Yeah, see, that's what you do.
You don't wear those for basketball.
Don't wear your Jordan 13s for basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Wear your Kobe's for basketball. You Jordan 13s. Stylish and cute. That's what I do. Jordan 13s wear. Yeah. No retro. Unless you me. Hey, Golke, you gotta do something about this Louise guy.
Okay.
He's taking stuff and drinking it.
Drink on my shoosh.
Bro, I'm gonna put blue on next time.
He doesn't have proof.
Louise is gonna take
Yeah, it
it.
was like right here. Yeah, but there's no proof.
Who drank it? You did.
I'll give you about another minute, then we're going over it.
I photographed my picture.
Okay, can I refill my water bottle?
After the lesson.
I didn't drink anything.
Almost done, Jace, with the last lesson.
Dude.
Last lesson.
Hey, Goki, why aren't you using anymore?
Can I go?
Spilled it all over himself.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Are we doing on this one? Do you have a squared or anything?
Stop!
So you just
Hey,
say what can you take
whoa.
out of a 4x and a
Why is
12?
everybody
Stop. Did she always get that?
The
Stop.
biggest number though.
Wait, so
Look at I wasn't doing it.
Cookie.
I want attention.
I'm not gonna say anything because I don't
you can't do anything to the top.
But I'm gonna have.
But just let me say what you want.
Okay, go for
I want a 10.
Go get it.
Can you cancel it out?
Dude. Eight.
Yeah, well,
Eight.
okay.
I thought you were gonna do that. You're gonna do
Goes on the big.
Go, Key!
You put the 2x plus
I
5
did a
first.
nasty burp.
As long as the second one is.
Hey, Goldie, we play Tri-Cities Prep tomorrow.
Okay.
Times it.
Luis, you're coming,
4
right?
times 1 is.
You know how Tri-Cities is, it's like another Hermes.
No, you don't.
It's like some other.
So if they start speaking their made up.
Go, Key!
Luis, if they're saying Mexican, you better translate.
They start speaking that nerve.
Throw. Luis, throw. Luis, what does that mean?
Take a 4 out, right? So you've got a 4 on the
It's
outside.
a code word for like.
4x over 4 is x.
Good.
12 over 4 is 3.
So can I erase this?
What is that also?
Or
Dude,
word.
it like rhymes with any song.
It's from bed.
It's from Infinity War.
When does he say it?
It's when Black Panther's on.
Yeah.
He's like,
A D.
like, all the
Oh, and when it says Black Panther.
But no.
It's in, no, it's in Infinity War, not Black Panther.
Why?
It's on the last part where they're fighting in
Didn't you give
Wakanda.
those?
Oh yeah, with the bomb.
Ledger have a bubble gum.
No, he's,
What the fuck?
this is what Black Panther does to his,
All right, let's go over it.
No, we all got it right.
No.
Okay.
Well, some people are still working on it. But. All right. So we gotta look at each piece.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
All right.
27.
So Magi, start us off. What's the first thing we should do?
Put the parentheses down.
Then
Okay.
I got one
What do I need to do after
right
that?
there. Then I got one right there.
You take 4 out of 12.
Yeah.
Can we take anything out of the top?
No.
No. So on the bottom, we can take out a 4.
So it'd be
Yes.
X minus 3.
My grandmother actually stuff
So we took out a 4. We got x minus 3 left.
Yes.
Okay. What do I have to do next?
That's not what I got,
What
bro.
do I gotta do next, Gabe?
Are you kidding me, Jace?
You don't know.
Do the.
Yep. In middle, right?
Shout out.
So what do you get when you end middle? Yep. So that'll make it an x minus 5 and an x minus 3.
We have paper.
All right. Good.
Whoa.
Have you guys tried the sharpening cards yet?
All right. Kinsey, what do I need to put on this bottom piece right here? All
Whoa.
How did you do that,
How'd
bro?
that start?
Oh, whoa.
right. I'm gonna one right there.
Yeah.
And then you.
All right, Luis, what's gonna cancel out?
Oh whoa.
Oh, whoa.
Can I start?
What's gonna cancel out?
He waited.
I'm alright.
X minus 3, right? Anything else?
I mean, you have something in your
Anything
eye.
else?
That was fast enough.
That too.
So I'm just gonna write out what's left.
Bomb food.
Yeah, I got it down.
Magi, I'm
That's exactly what
All
I
right,
got.
that's it.
Wow, I got the same thing, Volky.
Good.
Indeed, I
Volky, you
can't.
know what I just noticed? That my birthday's on the same day I was born.
No, no way.
You got that off of
All right, that's it. You guys have your last exit ticket. I'll turn on. I'll turn on Scrative.
Star Wars.
But that problem is in class, problem.
No, just your exit ticket. The last one was in class. This one's exit ticket.
Dude, my birthday.
This is in class, though.
Which you should do in class, but.
We're doing this problem in class.